James Baker particularly, all basically making public statements which are going to be used against them in grand juries. The fact that they continue to talk shows that they believe they have a problem and that their stories have never held up. The thing that's most important is that the Attorney General, who is one of the great lawyers this country has ever produced, is saying, I thought when I got here, I would be able to get all the answers to all my questions about how this got started. And by golly, I'm not only not getting the answers I'm getting are completely inadequate. Now, just ask yourself this question. He's the Attorney General of the United States. The new FBI Director, Chris Wray, works for him. Does it sound strange to you that Chris Wray does not have all the answers about what went on inside the FBI? Let me just say this to America tonight. The new FBI Director, Chris Wray, is an empty suit. He's an embarrassment to the United States. I'm going to stop you right there,
Joe. I knew the first time he testified before Congress he was an empty suit when he was saying, well, we don't know if we can give you what you subpoenaed. Let's both agree with it and get past this guy, Christopher Wray. I don't think he even belongs there, but that's not my,
that's not my call. That's why the Attorney General doesn't have answers, because Christopher Wray has refused to investigate because he wants to protect the institution. And just remember this. He is a Comey acolyte.
Well,
he's a very, he loves James Comey.
Okay, listen, why is Comey talking? You and I both know there are so many inconsistent statements out there. By the time everybody points a finger at everyone else, there's going to be so much to impeach him with. He's got the lawyers. I hear he's got Fitzgerald, correct? Patrick Fitzgerald. He put, you know, a bunch of people in, Blagojevich and a few others, I'm not sure.
Patrick Fitzgerald is an unethical former prosecutor. That. And here's the thing. James Comey is talking because he is delusional. He's a man so self-possessed, so self-righteous, but he believes that nothing will ever happen to him. He is a very, very strange man.
I want to throw in there, Joe, the fact that James Baker, the #1 attorney at the FBI, said that he was quite worried that it would look like Comey was trying to blackmail Trump in J. Edgar Hoover style. And he was going to. This is a top lawyer at the FBI. We were worried about the Hoover analogies. We were determined not to have such a disaster happen on our watch. He's talking about the head of the FBI, Jim Comey. Do you think he's going to testify against Comey?
Here's what everybody needs to remember. From the first moment it was revealed that Comey privately briefed Trump at the Trump Tower and told him about the dossier, but only about the salacious details.
Right.
It was clear that, in fact, Comey was blackmailing the President of the United States. And what's interesting is that nobody stopped Comey, including James Baker. And remember, that briefing of President-elect Trump occurred on January 6th. And the day before, on January 5th, there was a meeting in the White House with President Obama, Vice President Biden, James Comey, Sally Yates, and Susan Rice. And what were they discussing? The counterintelligence investigation against the incoming president of the United States. Barack Obama knew that James Comey was going to blackmail the incoming president of the United States.
No surprise there. Joe DeGeneva, thanks so much for being with us.